Hello. Let me see. Let me open the chat. Is anyone here? Oh, hello. Hello, Scarlet. Long time no see. Um, they actually showed like a little like reveal trailer at the state of play earlier for Townfall. I'm guessing this is just gonna be strictly like just talking about that. We're talking more about it. If I had to guess, that's what it is. Um, but yeah, all I really know about Townfall at the moment is that it's in fucking it's in first person apparently. So it's kind of getting like the Resident Evil 7 treatment, which I don't mind. Um, I think that could be cool. Um, and it doesn't seem to take place in the town at all. Similar with like Silent Hill F, because that didn't take. As far as I'm aware, that doesn't take place in the town either. Yellow Spirit. I did see the, I did see it. Yeah, the state of play. I was just talking about it. I did see some of it. It should be starting soon. Let me actually see. Yeah, there's a premiere in 4 minutes, but it's probably gonna be for like another countdown. That's usually that's usually what happens. Is they'll just like, they'll premiere a stream like 10 minutes before it actually premieres. It's just literally just premiering like a countdown. This screen's more interesting though. The one I have on right now. Because right now it's just a still image without any music. Because it's not even like quote unquote started yet. Let me see here. Jay is like, well, whoever was saying that are a bunch of goofballs. I could like immediately tell it was Silent Hill Townfall, because that's the thing. It literally starts with where like that like initial teaser trailer from like 3 years ago ended. Actually, 4 years ago now. That's fucking crazy. It literally starts where that like basically ended, which I thought was kind of cool. So I immediately knew it was Townfall. It looks indie. That's goofy as shit. But yeah, this isn't gonna be a very long. This won't be a very long stream. This is just gonna mainly be the transmission. It would be cool if they showed anything else that isn't just Townfall. I have a feeling it's just gonna strictly be Townfall, but it would be really cool if we got like maybe an update about like Silent Hill 1 remake. And who knows, maybe even hold on. I knew it was Silent Hill. Of course, just a guy and Jay would fucking say it's indie. Bunch of goofballs. I'm gonna yell at them later for that. Once I'm done with this, I'll probably enter that VC and just be like, hey, you guys were wrong. It was Silent Hill. You guys were fucking wrong. If I was there, I would have said immediately, oh no, this is Silent Hill. You don't know shit. Fucking fake fan. Fucking. I don't know. Well, I was gonna say though, it would be cool if they gave an update for like the Silent Hill 1 remake. Potentially, I think that could be really neat. I don't think they will though. We're probably not gonna hear anything about that game until maybe later this year or next year. I have no idea. I know it's apparently in full development, but yeah, I'm gonna scream in their faces for that. But no, I know that the Silent Hill 1 remake is in. I think they said it was in full development. So, if I had to guess, we're either gonna be getting that like within the next year or two. I hope. And then as far as like the DLC for Silent Hill 2 remake goes, fucking Born from a Wish, I don't think we're getting that. But I mean, who knows? Who fucking knows at this point? Yeah, no, from what they showed in that reveal, it definitely looks interesting to say the least. I'm Oh, hold up. Oh, it's starting. Hold up. Oh, wait. There we go. Alright, there we go. Oh no, this is just the YouTube countdown. Fucking goobers. You know what, whatever. It's fine. You get to see a bunch of numbers. I was saying though, I don't mind it being first person because it seems like it's gonna be in first person, which I actually don't mind at all. I had a feeling it would be too. It's basically getting like the fucking what is it, like the Resident Evil 7 treatment, it seems like, which is cool. Shut the fuck up. Born from a Wish. It was that's DLC for the original Silent Hill 2. That's what that is. And people thought, oh shit, hold up. It's actually starting. Never mind. Fuck. It's another countdown. It was no, Spirit. Born from a Wish is like DLC. For it's basically like a prequel or like a prelude, whatever, to Silent Hill 2, where you get to play as Maria. And it basically added more. It basically added a bit more to like characterization to her and gave her more of like, I guess, a bit of an origin for who she is. It's really good, but you know, people speculated that the remake was going to get that, like they were gonna remake the DLC alongside the, you know, obviously the main stuff, but like yeah, you know, I guess yeah, something like that. It's like right before James like heads to like gets to Silent Hill. What was I saying? But you know, people speculated that that was gonna be in the remake, but then it just wasn't, and it's not been talked about since. Like since the remake came out, it's like that's never been mentioned that, oh, we're gonna make this. Like that was just, there were rumors, but like that was it. So I don't even think it's getting made, which kind of sucks because I really like that DLC a lot in the original. It would be really cool to see it remade, but I don't think it will be, which is fucking annoying. Hold on, let me see something. Okay. Yeah, who knows? If they do that, I can imagine like it'd probably be a part of like the fucking deluxe edition if people have it. I don't know though. But yeah, my expectations for the this transmission aren't incredibly high. Just in that, like, I don't think they'll be saying much about anything other than Townfall, which I'm okay with. Like I said, I feel like they're just strictly gonna focus on that and nothing else. Although, like I said before, I do really want to hear more about like the Silent Hill 1 remake, as well as potentially Born from a Wish, even though I don't think it's gonna happen. Ah. I should also tweet that I'm streaming. Let me do that. No one's gonna watch other than like 1 or 2 people, but it's fine. No, I plan to play Silent Hill F soon. I recently just got done replaying Silent Hill 2 Remake. And after that I'm gonna be I'm gonna start Silent Hill F at some point. Like at some point soon. Maybe tomorrow. Cause yeah, I basically just went through all like the original games with the exception of Silent Hill 4. And then just replay Silent Hill 2 Remake. Those are the ones that like those are the only ones that really matter. Well, obviously that all those in Silent Hill F. Oh yeah, no, I will. I've kind of heard mixed things about like the gameplay, but I do know that the story is apparently really good. Although there is also like it does also kind of not even really, I don't know if I'd say introduces the idea of like the like the whole phenomenon that goes on in Silent Hill like happening outside of the town. Like it could just happen anywhere at any point to anyone. I don't know too much about it. I know that like Silent Hill: The Short Message, which was like a free to play like short little Silent Hill game from a few years ago. Yeah, no, yeah. They that basically introduced it first, I remember. Which I don't know, that I don't know how to feel about that. I just know other people, there's like a lot of fans out there who don't like that at all. Because it kind of takes away from what makes like the town itself so special. Because like there's no connection. Or like there is, but there's not. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. I'd have to play through the game. I agree. We should have that. That'd be fun. Hell yeah. That'd be sick. Almost about to start. You know, okay, there's one other thing that I really want. If there's one other like thing I really want out of this transmission is a potential announcement for like a Silent Hill Master Collection similar to like the Metal Gear Master Collection. I just want Konami to re-release the original games already, like properly. Not just with like the shitty HD collection where it only had like 2 and 3 and the fucking terrible ports. Like no, re-release the original like 4 games, especially like the first one, because that's been stuck on the like the PS1 era for like way too long now. If they do that, I will be more than happy enough with this transmission, even if it doesn't talk about Silent Hill 1 remake, even if it doesn't talk about Born from a Wish potentially, even though again I don't think that'll happen, and strictly talks about Townfall, but also has that announcement, I'll be happy. Frick yeah. Let me see. Oh yeah, I did see that. I forgot to respond. That's my bad. Yeah, I remember seeing that. I didn't really care much because I've never played Castlevania. At least not yet. Maybe at one point, but it's my IP to sit on and do nothing with. I mean, in fairness, they are starting to do, well, obviously they are starting to do more with the IP now. Just not enough, I don't think. Like, just, if you just re-release those first 4 games, then, like, I'll be more than happy. Like, I'm happy this series is being revived as is, and we're getting all these new games, but, like, if you just, just re-releasing those first, like, the original games on modern, like, consoles and on PC, like, that'd be perfect. Like, just do it. Like, what is stopping you? Alright, let's go. It's just so annoying. Tokyo, let's go. Let me turn my light off. Yeah.
皆さんこんにちは。サイレントヒルトランスミッションへようこそ。サイレントヒルシリーズのプロデューサー岡本元井です。2022年の発表以来、長い間お待たせしましたが、本日は待望のタイトルサイレントヒルタウンフォールのニュースや情報をついに皆さんにお届けできることを嬉しく思います。
Let's go.
本日ソニーのステートオブプレイでトレーラーを公開し、プレイステーション5、Steam、エピックゲームズにてウィッシュリスト登録を開始しました。皆様ぜひご登録よろしくお願いいたします。さらにこの配信独占の最新情報もご用意しています。まずは本プロジェクトのパートナーをご紹介しましょう。アナプルナインタラクティブのインタラクティブ&ニューメディア部門プレジデントヘクター・サンチェスさんとゲーム部門責任者のリアン・ルームさん、そしてスクリーンバーンのライター兼ディレクターのジョン・マッケランさんをお迎えしています。皆さん本日はようこそいらしてくださいました。
Thank you, Okamoto-san. At Annapurna, we're always looking to push the boundaries of storytelling, and we couldn't be more excited and honored to have the opportunity to work with you and the entire team at Konami to co-publish Silent Hill Townfall.
I've heard that name before.
Annapurna Interactive is a publisher that not only looks for great stories to tell, but also great teams to tell those stories. And we're so pleased to partner with the very special development team that created Silent Hill Townfall, John, and the entire team at Screenburn Interactive.
Maybe I'm just crazy.
And this project came about because the team at Annapurna and the team at Screenburn are really passionate about Silent Hill. We're very excited about the unique stories that we're able to tell in this amazing franchise. It's also important to us at Annapurna that the developers we partner with really love the IP that they're working on, and that's exactly what we have with Screenburn.
Yeah, as a fan of the series ever since the release of the first game, it's a real pleasure and an honour to be here today to talk about Townfall. The entire development team and I are so excited to finally be able to share our first
look
after
him
so
up
many
later.
years of development out of sight.
Because that does, I don't know why that sounds so familiar.
それではまず本日公開されたサイレントヒルタウンホールのリビールトレーラーを振り返りましょう。
Oh, okay. Well, I've already seen this. That's fine. I can watch it again. It looks like an indie game. Shut up.
You can't stay in this room forever.
That's not Silent Hill, that's an indie game.
I can't stay in this room forever. I know this is going to be hard. But you have to come back to me. Come back to me, Simon.
This does look really good. Just like visually, it's like this. I like how this looks a lot.
I woke up in the water again. But this time it's different.
Please stay safe. Safe. I'm stupid. I'm an idiot.
I keep trying to fix what happened. But no matter what I do,
You can't fix it. It doesn't let us change things. You did what you did.
What even is that thing? Hold up. What? Okay. I've already seen that. Wish list now.
前回のティザートレーラーから続く形でついにあのポケットテレビの持ち主が明らかになりました。このトレーラーはタウンフォールの本質、そしてサイレントヒルらしさをしっかりと捉えています。
And we can
Yeah,
see
man.
from the trailer that debuted today that Townfall clearly embodies the DNA of the Silent Hill franchise.
Yeah, man.
It also
Totally.
has quite a unique take, which we know has been really important to the team at Screenburn. And part of that uniqueness comes from their own identity, their perspectives, their history, and their style. So, John, we'd love viewers to learn more about Screenburn and your team's history and the work you've done on Silent Hill Townfall.
Absolutely. Our main objectives were to make a game that could feel specific to the team who made it, to bring something new to the series in terms of setting, and to really think about what Silent Hill, both in concept and gameplay, could look like through a Screenburn lens.
Yeah, and it's this lens that appealed to us so much when we started working with you and Screenbird, many years ago. And we knew that with Annapurna's partnership with Konami helping to guide the project, that the three teams together could produce something original, exciting for the fans, and show Silent Hill in a way that hadn't been seen before.
皆様、情熱あるメッセージ本当にありがとうございます。サイレントヒルの伝統を受け継ぎつつも、新しいチームごとに世界観やテーマ、美学がどのように解釈されるかを示すことはとても重要です。ここでスクリーンバーンインタラクティブと本作を形作る人々の姿をご覧いただきましょう。
Let's go. Man, look at this filmmaking. Screen burn.
We've got our previous games that we worked on over the years. So Super Arclight was our first title that we released back in 2016. Stories Untold 2017, Observation 2019, and then Silent Hill soon. Our little
Nice.
collection of Silent Hill games.
Oh,
the
wow.
title that we're going to be slotted
Oh,
in
that's
at
cool.
the end there. It is a genuine honour to work with the franchise and to contribute to it. After we shipped Observation, we were kind of like figuring out what we were going to do next. And then we got this call from Annapurna to ask us what we would do with Silent Hill. That froze us in our tracks. It's not an opportunity we ever thought we'd get, but it's one we knew we all wanted right away. We pulled together a pitch of what we felt would be a really cool, unique screen burn take and brought it to Konami, and we were delighted that they loved the idea. It was like, this is exactly what we need. This is what we want to do, and we want you to go for it. And so to have their trust in us, both Annapurna and Konami, is a huge honor.
Gameplay. Alright, so it is in first person. As if it wasn't obvious already.
So yeah, this is where Graham lives and where design lives.
My name is
Hello.
Graham McKellen. I'm the lead game designer.
Hello,
John is
Graham.
my brother, so we've known each other for a while. We have a lot of the same experiences, films that we watched when we grew up, games that we played. That allows us to work really well together when it comes to finding the synergy between narrative and game design. Very early, we agreed that we wanted to present this game in first person. And first person is, you know, you have a more
A lot
limited
of people are not
field of
gonna
view.
look like that.
There's things happening off screen which you're not always aware of, and you know, as we know in horror, what happens off screen is sometimes more scarier than what happens right in front of you. How we use the perspective to induce the horror, anxiety and fear, but then at the same time trying to find the balance to that, which is what can we give the player.
You know, one of the first things we set out to do was like, what can we do with the radio that's not been done before? What can we do that kind of gives it a new function, a new aesthetic, but it feels Silent Hill, the analog tech that's kind of been my visual calling card. Most of the things we've done, like even in our previous games, has been as close to real life technology as we can get. This is a very small handheld TV, but kind of inspired the CRTV.
The CRTV is, you know, our take on the classic radio. We knew we wanted to have the player bring it up and actually use it, so we were really keen on having the player tune with the CRTV, actually go through the frequencies, discover narrative content, but also being able to use it as a tool to see where enemies were.
Holy shit.
So yeah, we teach the peek mechanic, which gives the player a little bit extra
It's like Amnesia.
mobility around where the camera can be, so you can peek up and to the sides,
Oh,
to see around corners or over walls.
I keep doing this as I lean.
And it's really important for the first person perspective, giving the player that extra control over the camera.
For a long time, this game we felt might just be Northern Europe, you know, and not lock it down to Scotland. There was a drive to create something that felt authentic to us, and it kind of felt natural to kind of bring it home.
When John first showed me the game, and
But it's not in the town!
A very obviously Silent Hill, misty, foggy environment, that felt like a walk to school when I was growing up. Because, you know, I've grown up in towns like this, in a small fishing town that's kind of similar to St. Emilia. It's a beautifully epic, grey, drizzly environment, and we're bringing that to the game.
That's cool.
It just feels so real, especially when you're going through it in first person. You kind of feel like you're there. It's so detailed, every single thing, and it's all connected to the story.
A very personal story, I know for John as well.
I would have been about 17 or 18 when the first game came out, and I was really ill, high fever, all this kind of stuff. I know I finished it, but the experience I have was like a fever dream, because it literally was. To this day, I've never played it again, because I kind of don't want to know whether what happened that night was real or not. Drawn to the fog ever since. And I think now that we're actually responsible for it, and we're actually kind of pulling the rest of the team in, and now we're looking forward to bringing the fans into that fever dream too.
Fuck yeah.
スクリーンバーンのチームの皆さん、ありがとうございました。自分たちの仕事だけでなく、サイレントヒルの歴史や意味に強い情熱を持つ開発者の姿を目にするのはとても刺激的ですね。各チームがそれぞれのビジョンをサイレントヒルに持ち込み、新しい体験をどのように形作ったのかがよくわかります。さて、公開されたばかりのトレーラーについて語るべきことがたくさんあります。最も注目すべきは本作が一人称視点である点でしょう。過去作にも一人称要素はあるものの、10時間を超える長編作品としてこの方式を採用したのはタウンフォールがシリーズ史上初めてです。この視点の変化によりプレイヤーは サイレントヒルの恐怖を新たなレンズを通して目撃することになります。恐怖がプレイヤーのすぐそばに迫るだけでなく、スクリーンバーンが考案した新しい戦闘、回避、謎解きのメカニクスとも見事に調和します。
Absolutely. Every feature of the game has been designed with this perspective in mind, but always making sure that while we see the world in this new way, the experience still feels distinctly Silent Hill. A big part of that experience is centered around enemies and how our protagonist Simon will encounter them. Familiar tools from the world of Silent Hill are all available, planks of wood, pipes and ranged weapons like the pistol, but the ability to sneak, hide and evade brings a new element of choice to the combat, where resorting to violence isn't the only option. In fact, with the aid of the pocket television, known as the CRTV in the game,
that's honestly like a problem I do have with like Final 2 Remake is I feel like it's way too heavy with like combat. Like it's not as easy to avoid like enemies as it is in the original.
わかりやすい例が覗き込みですよ
And
ね。
like
サイモン
I
は
don't know.
物体や
I
壁
just
の上から
prefer when
あ
you
るいは
have more of
周り
an
から
option
慎
on
重
whether
に身を
you
乗り出して
can avoid
敵の
like
様子を
whether
確
or not
認
you
で
want to
き
fight
発見される可能性を
or
避
like
けることが
like
できま
a
す。
whole bunch of
こ
enemies
の
or
要素
try to
は
avoid
遭遇
them.
前の慎重さが生かされるだけでなく、見た目、手触りの面でとても映画的
So
な
I
表
really
現
like
になっ
that.
ています。
That they're actually like
that additional level of
making-
fine control
making it more
provided to
possible
the
to do
player
that.
works especially well in first person, and it allows players to cautiously assess an encounter before they make a decision to evade or charge in. In first person, features like the peak or the CRTV become more immersive, rendering details up close in the character's hands and all in a tactile and physical way rather than using on-screen HUD elements. These features really shine in first person, and as the game progresses, players will be challenged in many different ways. Using the right technique at the right time is vital for Simon's survival.
ジョンさん、次は新主人公サイモン・オーデルに目を向けてみましょう。シリーズのキャラクターは
Hello,
皆
James.
心に重いものを抱えていますが、
Hello,
サイモン
Silent
の
F's
例外ではあ
protagonist.
り
I
ま
don't
せ
know her
ん。
name yet.
彼は多層的で不安定、そして非常に人間的です。トレーラー冒頭で主人公であるサイモンが今回舞台となる町セントアメリアに縁があることが示唆され、彼の困難な旅が始まります。ジョンさん、彼が島へ向かう事情、そしてプレイヤーが踏み入れる物語について視聴者の皆様に特別に教えてもらえますか？
Well, I knew when beginning to write the game that fans would have certain expectations about the worlds, characters, and the themes that permeate the series. I wanted to both lean into those expectations in some ways and subvert them in others. Guilt is a strong theme throughout Silent Hill's many stories, and I wanted to dive deeper into the various different ways that guilt can manifest, where it comes from, what it can do to people, and how, if you can, come to accept or resolve it. So while those narrative themes are distinctly Silent Hill, we're looking at and interpreting those themes in a very different way.
ゲームの冒頭、サイモンは物事を終わらせてほしい、それが正しいことだと告げる謎の電話を受け取ります。トレーラーで見た通り、彼は島に到着しますが、この段階ではどうやって来たのか不明であり、サイモン自身も向かう先が分かっていないように見えます。
Well, a core component of our team's narrative style that has been present in all of our previous games is mystery. Simon's journey through the town is layered with nuance and questions where players will gradually uncover both small details and big reveals, and they'll be kept guessing throughout. There are other characters to meet along the way too, and understanding Simon's connection to them is key to the narrative. Some mysteries will pay off as the game progresses, and some will deepen further, inviting players to dive deep into the world and to details spread around the town.
サイモンの旅がどのようなものになるのか楽しみにしていただければと思います。
Very much looking
さ
forward
て
to this.
次はタウンフォールの舞台となる街セントアメリアについてご紹介しましょう。サイレントヒルのキャラクターを街と切り離すことはできません。世界は彼らを映し出し、試し、変えていきます。サイモンの旅を理解するには彼が身を置く街を理解する必要があります。それではセントアメリアのインスピレーションとなったスコットランドの実際の場所を見てみましょう。
Let's go. I love Scotland. I love Scottish people. Silent Hill, Scotland. That's what it should have been called. Let's go.
So we're going to go to the east coast of Scotland. We've referenced a lot in the game. Graham and I have been many times over the years. We took Paul up when he joined the team, and I think this is Linda's first time.
It is, yeah.
So you're going to get a bit of a shock when you're in St. Amelia.
As a QA lead, I think I have played probably 3,000 hours of this game, but I've actually never explored those real towns, so I'm excited to see it.
It's the smell and the wind and the sound of the place, all of that together is what you're trying to recreate. You're not just trying to recreate the visuals, you're trying to recreate the vibe. And there's no better way to
How can you recreate smell in a video game,
really
you
important
idiot?
life behind the lens.
Shut up, Nick.
Just absorb the place when you're there.
Fucking
That's why it's
idiot.
always important for artists to go out and see the place that they're supposed to be making.
Graham and I were chasing fog. Well, I dragged Graham out with me. I was like, I need someone in front of the camera when I take these images. Fog was so dense that when we came out here, we got to like this spot, and from here we couldn't see the coast anymore, and we couldn't tell which direction the coast was in, and we immediately felt like in danger. And we ended up with this shot here. The atmosphere is like blue and light, the sun was going down. Everything from that moment was when we kind of realized how this game was going to begin. We have this fog that rolls in on the east coast of Scotland called a har. I got pretty obsessed chasing the har. You know, I wasn't painting images, I wasn't like trying to like imagine what the fog would look like. I could go to a town that looks like St. Amelia and find a fog that looks like Silent Hill and come back and show the team, here's what the game needs to look like. You know, and I would drag other people on my trips with me and be like, you gotta come too. And they're like, really? It's 4 a.m. So that when we come back to the studio, we can try and recreate what we felt, not just what we saw. This was like the first beautiful corner that we did. And then as we get around this corner, yeah, it's literally the same.
It is actually, yeah.
Yep.
This is so cool.
Yep.
I don't we have that in the game, the seaweed.
This was the first pier I think we came to, and we walked along a bunch of other piers as well just to kind of see the differences and yeah, the kind of shapes that they make and how they're used, that kind of thing, you know. This is it. This is very similar to our St. Amelia pier.
So we're in St. Monins. This is the harbour town and was the first place that we built for the game. When I started to write the story about what this town was, what happened to this town, the isolation was a big factor. There's like an existential dread that comes with that. Silent Hill has always had a sense of like not being able to leave the town and face why you're there. That isolation isn't just for the protagonist, but also for the town. It's like they've got to do what they got to do. You just have to get on with it, and you have to solve the problem. There's no running away.
It's surreal. I think it's because a lot of stuff are so similar to in-game, even like the slanted walls, the colors. Wherever the benches are placed is exactly the same as in-game.
These alleyways kind of snake through the entire town. They're really fun to walk up and down in real life, but when you've got a monster chasing you, it's just not a nice place to be.
Wow.
Coming up there, this is one
You
of
could
the
say that
slopes
again.
that, when I first came here, I was like looking at all the textures, and luckily Unreal allows us with Nanite to just sort of layer on loads of meshes and textures on top of each other. I don't know what this is. Bits of like rag and tarpaulin, like the glove, for instance, there. It's just like layers upon layers upon layers of life and history. You're mimicking several hundred years worth of life. That's what we aim to do. And a lot of the time the player will just sort of walk around and absorb it and they won't know why it feels like a real place, but the effort that we've put in will make them feel like it's a real place and it will give them that sense of history and yeah.
Nice. That's cool.
It's a big moment for us, definitely. For me personally, for the team, you know, we're all big fans. I think that's an understatement to say big fans. You know, we're obsessed. To be trusted with a franchise like this is an honor, and you know, we want to make sure we ace it. So we're giving it our all to create something that's really new and really unique.
Fuck yeah. That's exciting. I'm excited.
センターメディアのインスピレーションや再現方法について貴重なお話をありがとうございました。 細部へのこだわりが新しい世界観をリアルに感じさせています。こうした丁寧な作り込みはシリーズならではの大切な魅力です。最後にタウンホールの規模や構成についてお話ししましょう。
For sure. And while Annapurna has been primarily known over the last decade for independent games from smaller teams, Townfall is no small game. In fact, it's among some of the biggest games that we've ever published.
And while Screenburn is a relatively small development studio at about 30 people, they have been afforded the development time to really realise their creative vision for Townfall. And as a result, Townfall is a full-length, high-quality game that we can all present with confidence following Silent Hill F and Silent Hill 2.
Fuck yeah.
スクリーンバーン、アナプルナ、コナミの3社が手を組み作り上げたサイレントヒルのエッセンスをしっかり取り入れたタイトルとなっています。今年皆さんにサイレントヒルタウンホールを実際にプレイしてもらえることを非常に楽しみにしています。本日のサイレントヒルトランスミッションはこちらで終了となります。最後に視聴者の皆さんへ向けて一言ずつメッセージをお願いします。
We're so thankful for your patience, and we can't wait to show you more of what we have in store for you in Townfall. We see this project not only as our biggest and most ambitious game yet, but as a love letter to the series that inspired many of the team, myself included, to become game developers in the first place. It's truly an honour to be given this opportunity to contribute to the series, and on behalf of the team at Screenburn, thank you for your support and your encouragement over the years.
We've loved working with the entire team at Screenburn and are very proud of the game they've created. Our goal at Annapurna is to support our developers so they can focus on making the best possible game. It's been amazing to see Townfall come to life throughout development. Thank you to Screenburn for their partnership, and thank you to Konami for trusting us with the Silent Hill franchise.
Silent Hill Townfall is a labor of love for everybody involved and a true collaboration across the three teams.
Yeah, I kind of expected them just to like talk about Townfall, and that'd be that. So I'm not that upset.
And ourselves, who are very humbled by the opportunity at Annapurna.
Also, the game does look really cool. I'm really looking forward to it.
Franchise and bring our unique take to this historic franchise.
スクリーンバーン、アナプルナ、コナミの3社で長い時間をかけて作り上げてきた作品を発表することができて本当に良かったです。本日お見せした通り非常に丁寧に作り上げていますので皆様ぜひ楽しみにお待ちください。本日お届けしたサイレントヒルタウンホールはプレイステーション5と Steam、エピックゲームズにてビッシュリスト登録受付中です。ぜひ登録をお願いいたします。また、サイレントヒルトランスミッションでは今後も継続してサイレントヒルシリーズの情報を皆さんにお届けしてまいります。次回もどうぞお楽しみに。本日はご視聴いただき誠にありがとうございました。
Yeah, that's exciting. I wish there was more that they I don't know, like I'm happy with like with this transmission overall and what they told us about like Townfall. Like I'm really looking forward to when that comes out later this year. I just want them to like say I just want to hear news about like the Silent Hill 1 remake. I want to hear more about that. And oh, look at that. 50% off for Silent Hill 2 and 40% for Silent F. That's crazy. But yeah, I just really want a fucking like Silent Hill Master Collection. That's all I want. Because I want more people to experience the original games. Like I just because they're so good. Like even like I love Silent Hill 2 remake like as much as the next person, but like compared to like the original, it's like yeah, it's as faithful to the original game as it is like very different. So it's like I don't know, man. Like I just want like Konami to like wake the hell up and just release a goddamn like release a fucking just re-release those games already. All right, I think that's gonna be that. So No, that was good though. I'm excited. Yeah, I don't know. I might stream again soon. I don't know, maybe, potentially, possibly. But yeah, no, this is like my first one in like months. So like, I don't know. It wasn't even anything that big. It was literally just to watch this, and that was that. But yeah, no, that I don't know. That's gonna be that, I guess. Just you just get to look at this little screen. There's music, Sound 2 music, and now you're gonna listen to my voice slowly drift away as I slowly turn